Okay, so on last week's episode of The Flash, we've learned at the very end, at the least, that Harrison Wells from Earth 2 said that he was going to give Barry his powers back, and on Arrow, we have seen Barry with his powers back as well. But to the reference of New 52, I think that the CW, all of the shows mostly are going that route, but without the main characters of the Justice League, such as Superman and Batman, until they have time to fit that in. But anyways, with the reference of that being said, the particle accelerator mixed with Velocity 9 would probably bring us some more speedsters such as Wally and Jesse, but with the reference as well, we can be looking at Flashpoint Paradox, which, if you don't know what that is basically to where in this episode we might be seeing a few tries and attempts and fails of Barry trying to get his speed back with a particle accelerator or lightning, like it was in Flashpoint Paradox when basically the Reverse Flash or whatever took Barry and basically took him back in time and saved his mother. Excuse me. So on to the next part, we do have basically, where did Hunter Zolomon get the name Jay Garrick from? That leads me to saying that Jay Garrick is basically the Masked Man, and I have a few theories as to why he is the Masked Man. First scene that we've seen Barry in the same cage with the Masked Man, which I would basically be calling Jay for now. Basically, he knocked on the glass after they figured out the code, and he knocked Jay. So you may be thinking, well, how can that be Jay? When we were first introduced to Earth 2's Jay Garrick, which is basically now, as we know it, Zoom, right before then, it was like a little flashback or something, and it basically showed us Zoom going to Earth 1 as Jay Garrick, but as we know him. But in that little time interval, he could have stole the original Jay Garricks from Earth 2's speed and trapped him in the cage, hence him in the future knocking Jay in code to Barry and Jesse. But moving on, Zoom injured Jay. Okay, so basically he imprisoned him, and that would explain why he has the name and how he was automatically faster than Barry. Because as we know it, if the particle accelerator on Earth 2 and Earth 1 are the exact same things, made the exact same anomalies, same different heroes and villains from different Earths, it would basically make the two heroes or villains, Flash and Zoom, the same speed. But if Zoom, right before he went over to Earth 1, if he would have took Jay's powers and basically went to Earth 1, that would explain why he was a little bit faster than the Flash and why he's basically more powerful than the Flash to begin with. And also due to the density, that's probably why he couldn't escape the cage, the Masked Man or Jay. He probably wasn't vibrating faster, or his density was already basically just tuned to the Earth 2's speed or whatever. So basically that will be another way why he wouldn't be able to get out of the cage, and basically that's just basically going to be saved for the season finale. But moving on back to the Velocity 9 and Particle Accelerator, we can also be looking at potential raises in the character build throughout Wally and Jesse throughout these next few episodes, or this episode. They could catch their powers via the Particle Accelerator again, or either we're going to see through the promo like we did once before. We're going to see Cisco assisting Dr. Wells in basically giving Barry his powers back, basically replicating the exact same steps of whatever happened in the first episode of The Flash to give him his powers. So with that being said, something can happen along the way to give Wally or Jesse his powers, or their powers, and that basically will confront Wally about who exactly the Flash is. And it says the first fight scene between Jay and Zoom on Earth 2. Basically, we've covered everything that I picked up from the last episode or whatever. So just let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Got to get this episode out before this episode comes out. So just let me know what you all think down below. Any other theories that you all want me to cover, just be sure to comment below. Thank you guys for watching the video. I will see you guys on next week's episode.
Eat them like Lester. Let's work, cause I'm coming with the fear of God. Not trying to be something that is clear I'm not. I'm just trying to get the whole world with their hands up, like I'm summoning the spirit bomb. And it feels so good, nigga, no stress. Go flex on beats till there's no left. I'm so blessed cause I put in work at the right time, brother, cause they listen to my whole set. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, I rap the beats. Rap skills something like the best physique, and everything gonna work out, so I tell my nigga.